Clarissa came and said, bam, I don't care, we're changing everything. And then the crazy part was that Clarissa and Clarissa have the same emblems, which really further put Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Clarissa, which, can we point out the fact it looks like she's got hair growing out of her arm pads? What is going on there? And does she have a tail? I don't know. She got 733 on her attack, 712 on her defense, and another 1367 on her health. Overall, statistically, I'm liking what she's producing. It's pretty good there. Nothing I would really change. She is running at very fast speed. She also has an innate resistance against poison, which I guess kind of helps out a little bit. If Sartana hits her, doesn't really matter. The poison is going to go off. Not too many poison characters, which is kind of interesting. She deals 135% damage to the target and nearby enemies. The target and nearby enemies receive 224 poison damage over 2 turns. Deals extra damage if the target is holy. An elemental link gives all dark allies 30% defense against special skills for 4 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. So she also gives poison, but other than her and Sartana, I don't really know of any other heroes that give poison damage. Kind of interesting. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Hexweaver. All your treasure, it's waiting for you right over here. So now, obviously, when you see this hero, you immediately can compare her to Gravemaker, which I will point out a few different stats that are different. She has higher stats all on her attack, defense, and health, all higher than Gravemaker. And the biggest discrepancy comes from what makes Gravemaker really good, which is Gravemaker deals 298% damage over 2 turns, where she's dealing 224 poison damage over 2 turns. So that's the biggest difference between the two, and that's why her grade varies substantially, completely independent of Gravemaker. Not to mention, Gravemaker is really good right now when you consider that Clarissa is running wild, whereas Guinevere was sidelined. It's kind of crazy the shift of what happened in this game, because Clarissa was slated to come out at a very important time. She was going to be really paired well with Guinevere. It's going to be like a duo together. They would have worked really well. You figure Guinevere, Clarissa flanking, as well as Gravemaker flanking. You set it up so you got Drake Fong, the wings, and then you've got like Finley also in the wings as well too. There's a lot of really good things going, and then Clarissa came and said, bam, I don't care, we're changing everything. And then the crazy part was that Clarissa and Clarissa have the same emblems, which really further put Clarissa back as far as her defensive, why she would have been so great, of why she was getting sidelined. So I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing this hero start emerging here in the incoming future, because now people have used up all of their emblems on Clarissa, and now they're looking to make their team even faster on defense. So you might have extra emblems going towards Clarissa. I would say maybe within the next 6 months, you might see a huge resurgence in Clarissa coming up, now being on defense, because people actually have emblems. So what's also important is that she dealt extra damage against Holy, which when you figure would have been important potentially as far as the tank rate go, but that doesn't go into too much of a factor when you're going against Guinevere. Whereas Gravemaker is really important right now, because Gravemaker sets it up so He deals extra damage against green, which a lot of people are bringing green against Teleria to battle against multiple blues. So I think that she might have a little bit of an increase in her grade as things progress, but overall, we'll see. We'll see how it shifts. When we look at what she does against a Titan, she is going to get a B grade as far as the Titan goes. She does have 733 on her attack, which that does help out quite a bit. But unless you're putting emblems, I don't really see her being a factor at all against Titans. It does help out. I will say her elemental link is way better than Gravemaker's, giving 30% defense against special skills for 4 turns. So that's definitely better against Titans. Could be a factor. She is going to get a B grade there. When we look at her offensively, she is going to get an A-. She is a very fast hero. She's hitting the target nearby enemies, dealing some poison damage, dealing extra if they bring holy. So if they are bringing holy enemies, definitely a hero that you could be bringing in. I do like her on offense. She is a little underwhelming. She doesn't deal as much damage as you would like, but she's still a little bit of a factor. She's going to get an A- grade. When we look at her defensive grade, she is going to get a B+. As far as the tank grade goes, it might be a place where she could have some usability, especially if they're bringing holy heroes to beat her out. She is running at very fast speed. I wish they didn't change her poison damage. I think this was her way of being nerfed when they felt like they should have nerfed Gravemaker, but instead they took it out on Clarissa, because 224 is definitely a big difference between 298 when you compare her against Gravemaker. She is going to get a B+ as far as the tank grade goes. I do like that she does give the elemental link. That does help out, but not a huge factor. When we look at her flank grade, she is currently going to get an A grade. I flexed between A and A-, to be honest with you. It was really hard to give her the A grade, but I still have to face the fact that she is running at very fast speed. It is annoying. It is dealing extra damage. It's a dot. She is a pretty cool hero. I do like her on defense. Her biggest issue is that she has the Paladin class emblems, which everybody's using for either Teleria or Heimdall. So that's why you're not really seeing her. When we look at her wing grade, she is going to get another A grade. She could be used in the wing. She definitely has usability, very fast, hitting 3 enemies, giving damage over time. Pretty cool. She's going to get an overall defensive grade as far as A. Again, this might have flexed into an A-, which is really hard to say because she has such a striking comparison with Gravemaker, which Gravemaker is so devastating. I really wish they didn't mess with her poison damage, or even if they just gave her a different class, I think that would have helped out a lot. But currently right now, she's going to get a defensive grade of an A, and this definitely has room to wiggle down or wiggle up depending on how the meta shifts. When we look at her weekly raid grade, she is going to get a B on rush attack. Obviously, she's already running at very fast speed. There's other heroes in purple that are a lot more devastating to be running now at very fast speed. She's going to get a B grade there. When we look at her buff grade, she's going to get an A on buff. Reason being is she is giving that 30% defense against special skills for 4 turns as an elemental link at very fast. Definitely pretty awesome. I do like that a lot. And she is dealing damage and dealing the dot at a very fast speed. We look at her bloody battle, she's going to get an A+ grade there. All right, when we look at her bloody battle grade, she's going to get an A+ grade there. She's dealing 135% damage, also the poison damage, making it so they can't heal already. And then if they have holy enemies, you're going to just tear up the whole team. So she is going to get an overall grade of an A-. It was definitely a debate for me shifting this around, but I think that A- is where she is at currently. There is some usability. She gets sidelined from me personally because I have a lot of great purple heroes, but don't be mad if you do get her. You might be a little bit unimpressed by the amount of damage she deals, but she is running at very fast speed, especially put troops on her. You can definitely stack that damage and deal stuff over time. So I do like the hero. I wish that some of the things were changed about her, but still has some usability. So thanks so much for checking out this channel. Please make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video. Huge resurgence. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, not cute.